What if I told you that true attraction doesn't start with touch, it starts with presence? Imagine this. Without saying a word or lifting a hand, you have the power to make a woman's mind race with curiosity and admiration. Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But it's not. The secret lies in how you carry yourself, the energy you radiate, and the way you make her feel truly seen, all without chasing her. In a world where most people rely on surface-level gestures, what if you could stand out by doing something completely different? In this video, we're diving into the 10 most powerful ways to create that irresistible pull, all without a single touch. And here's the twist. We're tying it all back to a timeless philosophy, Stoicism. Because when you master your emotions, control your actions, and harness your energy, you become the kind of person she can't stop thinking about. Ready to learn how? Let's get started. Number 1. See her like no one else. Did you know that the most memorable connections come from how someone makes us feel truly understood? Attraction starts long before any physical gesture. It begins in the mind. Most people stumble because they stick to surface-level interactions, offering generic compliments like, "You're beautiful," or "I love your smile." While these words might be kind, they don't make her feel truly seen. Now imagine this. What if you could spark something meaningful inside her with nothing more than your attention? When she talks about her favorite hobby, do you truly listen? Do you notice how her eyes light up when she explains why it matters to her? Perhaps it's the way she tilts her head when she's deep in thought, or the excitement in her voice when she shares her passions. These small, overlooked details are the keys to her inner world, the things most people miss. For example, she might casually mention how much she loves stargazing because it makes her feel connected to the universe. Later, you could bring up an upcoming meteor shower, but instead of simply saying, "There's a meteor shower this weekend," you could say, "I remembered you love stargazing, and there's a meteor shower this weekend." Thought you'd like to know the look she gives you. Pure captivation. Why? Because you listened and showed her that what she values matters to you. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "Concentrate like a Roman." This principle applies beautifully here. When you give her your undivided attention, not just to her words, but to her energy and subtleties, you offer something rare in today's distracted world: presence. Connection isn't purely about appearances or charm, it's deeply psychological. When she feels seen, she feels safe. When she feels safe, she opens up emotionally. And when she's emotionally engaged, connection grows naturally. It's not about manipulation or pretense. It's about recognizing the beauty in her that others might overlook. Combine this with the Stoic practice of mindful attention, and you become the kind of person who stands out, not for what you have, but for how you make her feel valued, understood, and unforgettable. So next time you're with her, stop trying to impress. Instead, observe her, listen deeply, and when the moment feels right, reflect her light back to her. It's not magic, it's presence, and that is irresistibly compelling. Number 2, speak volumes without a word. They say the eyes are windows to the soul, but they can also be the doorway to undeniable connection. Imagine this. You're talking to her, and for a brief moment, the world seems to pause. Not because of what you've said, but because of what you've conveyed in silence. Your eyes hold her gaze, not in a way that feels overbearing, but in a way that feels like home. Most people look at each other without truly seeing one another. Eye contact, when done right, is one of the most powerful tools for building connection. It's intimate, vulnerable, and magnetic. Holding her gaze just a moment longer than expected signals confidence, focus, and sincerity. It's a silent way of saying, "I'm fully here with you, and I see you." The key lies in balance. This isn't about staring or trying to assert dominance. It's about offering an open invitation for her to feel safe, valued, and intrigued. True confidence doesn't need to shout. It's calm, grounded, and assured. The Stoics believed in cultivating an unshakable presence, and this is your opportunity to embody that principle. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When your thoughts are genuine and kind, your gaze reflects that inner strength. Being fully present is rare in today's fast-paced world. Amid distractions and half-hearted interactions, being the person who can hold her gaze and make her feel truly seen sets you apart. This subtle act builds trust and creates an unspoken tension, something words alone can never achieve. Your gaze alone is powerful, but when paired with a soft smile, it amplifies the effect. A subtle smile isn't just about looking friendly, it's a signal of quiet confidence. It says, "I'm at ease with myself, and I want you to feel the same." This combination, eye contact with a genuine smile, is a silent yet irresistible form of connection. You don't need grand gestures or perfect words to leave an impression. Sometimes the most powerful statements are made in silence. By mastering the art of meaningful eye contact, you communicate confidence, presence, and care, all without speaking a single word. So next time you're with her, try it. Let your gaze linger just a little longer. Let your smile carry a hint of warmth. Watch as the space between you fills with a magnetic energy that speaks louder than words ever could. That's how you turn a moment into a memory and a simple look into something unforgettable. What do you think about the power of silent communication? Have you ever experienced a moment where a single gaze spoke volumes? Share your thoughts in the comments below, or simply type, "The eyes say it all." We'd love to hear how this idea resonates with you and whether you've noticed the subtle magic of eye contact in your own life. Let's spark a conversation. Number 3. Whispers of intrigue. It's not always about what you say, it's about how you say it. Imagine being able to draw someone closer, not with grand gestures, but with the deliberate way you speak. Your tone, your rhythm, and even the pauses between your words can create a magnetic pull she won't be able to resist. Most people rush through conversations, filling silences with chatter and sharing too much too soon. But when you slow down and choose your words with care, you transform an ordinary interaction into something unforgettable. The mystery of your delivery, paired with the meaning behind your words, can have her leaning in, not just to hear you, but to feel you. Tone is the emotional layer of communication. A soft, steady voice exudes confidence and self-control, showing that you're comfortable in your own skin and fully present in the moment. Pauses add another dimension, building anticipation and giving her space to wonder. When you pair this with words that hint at something deeper, like, "There's something about you I find intriguing," you plant a seed of fascination in her mind. She'll begin to wonder, what does he see in me? What makes him say that? That sense of mystery lingers far longer than any surface-level compliment ever could. Picture this. You're walking side by side, sharing a light-hearted conversation. At a natural pause, you glance at her and say, "You know, there's something about you." Then you stop. Let the silence hang for a moment, leaving her to fill in the gaps with her imagination. Finally, you add with a calm smile, "Something I can't quite put into words yet, but I like it." Notice how this approach creates intrigue. You're not laying everything out. You're inviting her to explore the meaning behind your words. That curiosity is where the magic happens. The Stoics believed in using words sparingly but with great meaning. Epictetus once said, "Let what you say be simply and clearly expressed." Translating this into modern interactions means speaking with intention and letting your words carry weight. When you avoid saying too much and instead choose your phrases carefully, every word becomes more valuable and more memorable. A pause in conversation isn't empty. It's powerful. It's a moment of tension, an unspoken acknowledgement that something meaningful is happening. When you speak deliberately, the pauses between your words invite her to hang on to every syllable. When you resume, she's not just listening, she's absorbing. Words delivered with care evoke emotion, and emotion creates connection. When you speak with intrigue and intention, you show her that you're different. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard or rush to make an impression. Instead, you let your presence speak for itself. It's not just about slowing down, it's about saying the right things in the right way. Open-ended phrases like, "You have a way of making people feel comfortable," it's rare. "I get the sense there's a lot more to you than meets the eye." "There's something about the way you carry yourself. It's fascinating." These statements encourage her to wonder and engage. They hint at depth without giving everything away, leaving her wanting to know more. So, the next time you speak, let your words be deliberate and your tone calm. Add pauses that invite curiosity and choose phrases that suggest something deeper. Speak like someone who knows their worth and watch as she leans in, eager to uncover yours. Number 4. The thrill of the chase. Too many people believe that being constantly available is the key to winning someone over. But the truth is, constant availability can diminish even the most genuine connection. Attraction thrives on balance, the perfect mix of closeness and space. When you're not always within arm's reach, she begins to crave your presence. Think about this. You've just met someone captivating. Instead of being ever present, replying to every text the moment it arrives, and always saying yes to plans, you create a sense of intrigue, not by being distant or disinterested, but by subtly showing her that your time is valuable and not given away lightly. That sense of exclusivity, the feeling of earning your attention, is what makes you irresistible. The thrill of the chase isn't about playing games or manipulation, it's about self-respect. When you demonstrate that your time and energy are precious, you send a clear message. You're not desperate, and you won't compromise your standards just to be liked. This quiet confidence builds intrigue and commands respect. If you're always the one initiating plans or instantly replying to messages, it can signal that you have nothing else going on in your life. But when you're selective with your attention, she begins to see you as someone with priorities, independence, and purpose, qualities that are undeniably attractive. For instance, imagine she texts you late at night asking if you want to meet up. Instead of dropping everything, you respond the next morning. "I saw your message. I'd love to, but last night didn't work for me. Let's plan something soon." This response is polite, yet firm. You're not being rude, but you're also not rearranging your life at a moment's notice. By doing this, you communicate that while you value her, you also value yourself. That balance, it's magnetic. As Seneca once said, self-respect is the foundation of strength. When you respect yourself, others naturally follow suit. Upholding your boundaries doesn't make you less available, it makes you more desirable. Think of it this way: if you give your time away too easily, it loses meaning. But when you carefully choose where and how to invest your attention, every moment you share becomes more significant. When something is too easy to attain, it often loses its value. But when she has to put in effort, whether it's initiating a conversation or waiting for your response, it creates a psychological shift. She starts to value your presence more because it's clear not everyone has access to it. This isn't about being cold or aloof. It's about maintaining balance and showing her that your life is full and fulfilling, with or without her. When you live with purpose, your attention becomes something she genuinely treasures. So, next time you feel the urge to drop everything, pause. Remind yourself that by respecting your own time, you're teaching her to cherish it. That's how you turn the chase into something meaningful and unforgettable. What do you think about this approach to the thrill of the chase? Have you noticed how balancing closeness and space can transform a relationship dynamic? Share your thoughts in the comments or simply type, "Self-respect is magnetic." Your perspective could spark an inspiring conversation and help others reflect on their own experiences. Number 5. The power of mystery. Imagine you're flipping through the pages of a novel. Instead of being handed the entire plot in the first chapter, the story unfolds slowly, drawing you deeper with each revelation. That's what keeps you hooked. The unknown, the anticipation, the desire to uncover what lies beneath. Now think about how this applies to attraction. When you meet someone new, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is laying all your cards on the table at once. You might think being an open book makes you more likable, but in reality, it removes the intrigue. The truth is, a touch of mystery sparks curiosity, and curiosity fuels attraction. It's human nature. We're drawn to what we don't fully understand. Predictability, while comforting in the long term, doesn't ignite excitement in the early stages of a connection. By revealing only fragments of your story, just enough to pique her interest, you invite her into a journey of discovery. You're no longer just a person she met, you become someone she can't stop thinking about because she wants to know more. Let's say she asks about your weekend plans. Instead of a bland answer like, "Not much, just relax," say something like, "Sundays are my reset days. I've got a little ritual. It's simple, but it helps me stay grounded." Then stop there. Don't over-explain. Let her curiosity take over. Chances are she'll ask, "What kind of ritual?" Even then, give just enough detail to keep the mystery alive. It's a mix of reflection, some reading, and a few habits I've picked up over the years. Maybe I'll share the full thing someday. In that moment, you've created intrigue. You've shown her there's more to you than meets the eye, and that uncovering your story will require time and effort. Epictetus wisely said, "Guard what you value." Your story, your experiences, and your inner world are treasures, not something to be shared casually, but revealed to those who earn your trust and interest. Think of yourself as a fortress, not a wide-open gate. This doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means being intentional about what you share and when. By being less predictable, you set yourself apart. Most people try too hard to impress, spilling everything about themselves in an attempt to seem interesting. But when you hold back, you become a puzzle, someone who's both engaging and elusive. This contrast is captivating. Mystery isn't about putting on a mask. It's about guarding your depth and sharing your story with care. When you approach relationships with the wisdom of Stoicism, valuing your inner world and revealing it in layers, you create an aura that's magnetic, so the next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to overshare. Instead, let her imagination do some of the work. Like a great novel, leave her eager to turn the next page. That's how you become not just someone she likes, but someone she can't stop thinking about. Number 6. Conversations that leave a mark. Think back to the last conversation that truly stayed with you. It probably wasn't about the weather or what someone had for lunch. It was the one that made you pause, reflect, and feel something real. If you want to leave a lasting impression on her, you need to move beyond the surface and create moments of emotional resonance. Forget the cliches and overused questions. Small talk might fill the silence, but it rarely builds meaningful connections. Instead, focus on asking questions that make her think, laugh, or open up in a way she didn't expect. A single, meaningful exchange can create a bond far deeper than hours of polite chatter. People long to feel understood, And asking the right questions is the gateway to that understanding. When you ask her something that truly matters, you're not just making conversation, you're giving her the opportunity to reveal a part of herself. And when she does, she'll naturally feel closer to you because you've shown genuine interest in who she is, not just what she does. Questions like, what's one experience that shaped who you are today? What's a dream you've had for a long time but haven't pursued yet? These encourage her to share her story. These aren't the types of conversations she'll forget. They'll stand out because they move beyond the mundane exchanges she's had with others. For example, let's say the topic of childhood comes up. Instead of asking, "Where did you grow up?" try something more meaningful. What's one memory from your childhood that always makes you smile? When she answers, truly listen. Follow up with curiosity. Why do you think that memory stuck with you? These kinds of questions do more than fill the air. They show her that you're genuinely interested in her inner world, not just her outward persona. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, emphasized the power of listening. He taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening isn't just about hearing the words, it's about understanding the meaning behind them. When you listen with intention, you create a safe space for her to open up. This isn't about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about making her feel heard, valued, and understood. That level of attentiveness is rare and incredibly attractive. Talking about yourself might seem like a way to impress her, but what truly leaves a mark is how well you listen. When you focus on her words, her tone, and her emotions, you show her that you're fully present in the moment. And presence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. While meaningful questions are essential, don't underestimate the power of humor and light-hearted moments. Deep conversations create connection, but playful banter keeps things fun and engaging. The key is to balance the two. For instance, after a heartfelt exchange, lighten the mood with a joke or a funny observation. This contrast keeps the connection dynamic and natural, so the next time you're with her, skip the small talk. Ask her something that makes her pause and think. Listen as if her words are the most important thing in the world at that moment. Watch as the connection between you grows deeper, stronger, and unforgettable. Number 7. Unshakable calm. Picture this. You're in the middle of a heated moment, whether it's an unexpected issue at work or a disagreement with someone close to you. While others are flustered, raising their voices or scrambling for solutions, you remain calm, steady, and composed. That kind of energy doesn't just solve problems, it draws people in. When it comes to attraction, confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room or showing off. True confidence is quiet. It's the kind of steady presence that makes her feel like, no matter what happens, you'll handle it with grace and strength. This calmness is rare, and that's exactly why it's so magnetic. In a world full of noise and chaos, someone who exudes steady energy is like a breath of fresh air. It's not just confidence that women are drawn to, it's the sense of security it brings. When you're calm under pressure, you send an unspoken message. You can trust me. I've got this. Now, this doesn't mean pretending nothing ever affects you. It's about how you respond to challenges. Do you react impulsively, or do you take a moment to gather your thoughts before acting? That difference says everything about your level of self-mastery. Let's say you're on a date and something unexpected happens. Maybe the restaurant messes up your reservation, or there's an awkward pause in the conversation. Instead of showing frustration or nervousness, you smile and say, "Looks like we're in for an adventure tonight. Let's make it fun." That simple, calm response doesn't just ease tension. It shows her that you're adaptable and unshaken. It's not about the situation. It's about how you handle it. Women often face their own share of stress and chaos in daily life. When you bring a calm, steady presence into her world, you offer something she deeply craves, a sense of peace. It's not about fixing her problems, it's about being someone who makes her feel safe, supported, and understood. Being calm doesn't mean being emotionless. Show her your passion, your excitement, and your joy, but always from a place of control. This balance between emotional depth and steadiness is what makes your energy magnetic. For instance, if you're talking about a goal you're working toward, share your enthusiasm while staying grounded. I'm really excited about this project. It's challenging, but I love the process. It's pushing me to grow, and that's where I thrive. This approach shows that you're passionate yet composed, driven but not overwhelmed. So the next time life throws you a curveball, pause, breathe. Let your steady energy speak for itself. That kind of strength doesn't just solve problems, it leaves a lasting impression. Number 8, tease her mind. Imagine a conversation where every line feels like a gentle game. She's smiling, laughing, and leaning in, eager to see what you'll say next. That's the power of playfulness. It breaks the ice, builds rapport, and creates an energy that's impossible to resist. Teasing isn't about being mean or trying to win the interaction. It's about showing her that you're confident, fun, and comfortable enough to engage in a light-hearted back and forth. When done right, it's a powerful way to build chemistry and keep the dynamic exciting. Playfulness signals ease. It shows her that you're not taking yourself, or the moment, too seriously. And when you're relaxed, she feels more relaxed too. A little teasing adds a sense of challenge and intrigue, keeping the conversation lively and engaging. It also shows her you're paying attention to her personality, quirks, and humor, making the interaction feel personal and unique. For example, let's say she mentions her favorite coffee. "Oh, so you're one of those people who can't function without a caramel oat milk latte." Add a playful smile and a tone that says you're kidding, and you've turned a simple statement into an opportunity for shared laughter. If she fires back with a witty response, even better. It means she's enjoying the playful exchange. The key is to keep it light and make sure she knows it's all in good fun. Great teasing isn't about putting her down, it's about inviting her to share a moment of levity with you. Even the Stoics, known for their discipline and wisdom, understood the value of humor. Seneca once wrote, "A cheerful disposition is a sign of a well-ordered mind." Humor doesn't weaken your seriousness, it strengthens your humanity. It's a tool to connect, lighten heavy moments, and build camaraderie. Stoic humor wasn't about mocking others, but about finding joy in life's absurdities. Similarly, when you tease her, you're not being critical. You're creating a shared moment of fun. Being observant is key to mastering this art. Great teasing comes from noticing the little things, her habits, preferences, or how she tells a story, and playfully commenting on them. This shows her you're paying attention. At the same time, it's important to read the room. Keep it light and avoid topics that might make her feel self-conscious. If you sense she's uncomfortable, steer the conversation in a different direction. Balance is essential. While teasing is fun, it should be complemented with moments of genuine interest and connection. This creates an interaction that feels playful yet meaningful. Teasing her mind creates a dynamic where she's constantly engaged, wondering what you'll say next. Rooted in humor and mutual respect, it fosters a connection that feels fresh and exciting. Playfulness also shows her that you're not overly concerned about impressing her. This lack of neediness is attractive because it communicates confidence. You're secure enough in yourself to be relaxed and have fun. So the next time you're with her, don't just stick to safe and serious topics. Throw in a playful comment, challenge her with a witty remark, or joke about something light-hearted. Let her see the confident, relaxed side of you. the side that can make her laugh and think at the same time. Because when you tease her mind, you're not just creating attraction. You're building a connection that feels effortless, exciting, and completely unforgettable. Number 9. Paint her a picture. Think about the last time someone told you a story so vivid you could almost see it. The details, the emotions, the little moments they described. It pulled you in and made you feel like you were there. Now imagine using that same power to create a connection with her. When you share stories and use metaphors that ignite her imagination, you're not just talking, you're painting a picture of what life with you might be like. Most conversations skim the surface. How was your day? What do you do for work? These exchanges don't leave a lasting impression, but when you tell a story, you invite her into a moment, a feeling, a part of your life she can visualize being part of. Stories bypass logic and speak directly to emotion. They create images in her mind, stir curiosity, and make her feel connected to you on a deeper level. A well-told story isn't just about you. It's about how she relates to the experience you're sharing. Metaphors are powerful too. They take abstract ideas and make them tangible. Instead of saying, "I've been working hard on my goals lately," you could say, "It's like building a house, brick by brick. Some days are slow, but I know the foundation is solid." The imagery makes your words more engaging and memorable. For example, if she asks about your hobbies, skip the dry answer like, "I like hiking." Instead, paint her a picture. "There's this trail I love. It winds through a forest where sunlight filters through the trees just perfectly. The air smells like pine, and at the top, there's this view that makes the whole climb worth it." It's the kind of place that reminds you how small you are in the best way possible. Now she's not just hearing about your hobby, she's visualizing it, feeling it, and maybe even imagining herself there with you. The Stoics understood the power of imagination. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." By sharing stories and metaphors, you invite her to see the beauty and depth in your life. You go beyond words to create shared experiences. When you inspire her curiosity, you build a connection that feels meaningful and lasting. Stories reveal your personality, values, and emotions. They make conversations memorable, giving her something to think about long after you've parted ways. Words can either fill the air or create an experience. Stories do the latter. So the next time you're in a conversation, skip the small talk. Share something vivid, meaningful, or funny. Use metaphors to spark her imagination and let her see the deeper layers of who you are. When you can make her feel like she's part of your story, you're not just creating a moment, you're building a connection that lasts. Number 10. The gravity of independence. Think about the kind of people you're drawn to. Chances are they're the ones who exude quiet confidence. People who are comfortable in their own skin, fulfilled in their own lives, and don't seek constant validation. That same energy is what makes independence so magnetic in relationships. When you show her that you're fully present when you're with her, yet still have your own passions, goals, and sense of purpose, you become someone she admires. You're not leaning on her for happiness. You're inviting her to share in the fulfilling life you've already built. Independence signals strength. It shows her that you're not looking for someone to complete you. You're already whole. This doesn't mean being distant or disinterested. It means your happiness doesn't hinge on her presence, which paradoxically makes her want to be part of your world even more. A man who's independent is like gravity. He has a natural pull that's hard to resist. Instead of chasing her or trying to prove your worth, your grounded energy draws her in effortlessly. For instance, if she asks what you've been up to lately, don't just say, "Not much." Instead, let her see the fulfilling life you're living. I've been working on a side project that's been really exciting. It's challenging, but I love pushing myself. Plus, I'm planning a weekend trip to the mountains. There's nothing like resetting in nature. This response isn't about bragging. It's about showing her that your time is meaningful and your life is rich with experiences. It piques her curiosity and makes her want to know more about the person you are. Epictetus said, "Freedom is living as you wish." Independence, in the Stoic sense, is about aligning your life with your values and taking responsibility for your own happiness. When you embody this philosophy, you radiate strength that's deeply attractive. Your self-reliance doesn't just benefit you, it builds trust in relationships. She knows you're not clinging to her for validation, which allows her to feel secure and free to be herself around you. When she sees that your world doesn't revolve around her, she feels two things: respect and curiosity. Respect, because you value yourself and your time. Curiosity, because she wants to be part of the life you're so confidently living. Independence eliminates neediness, a trait that can erode attraction. Instead, you show her that being with you is a choice, not a necessity. That makes your connection feel more genuine. Independence doesn't mean neglecting her or being emotionally unavailable. It's about being fully present when you're with her while still maintaining your individuality. So the next time you're with her, let her see the gravity of your independence. Show her that you're happy and whole on your own, but that you also value the connection you share. That balance between self-reliance and genuine presence is what makes you a man she can't help but admire. Closing attraction isn't about grand gestures or physical touch. It's about presence, self-mastery, and the subtle ways you connect on a deeper level. By truly seeing her, embracing mystery, and exuding quiet confidence, you stand out in a way that's both genuine and unforgettable. The energy you bring into a relationship shapes the connection you build. Through the lens of Stoicism, we've seen how controlling your emotions, being intentional with your actions, and valuing your independence create a magnetic pull that goes beyond words or touch. Which tip resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you'll incorporate these ideas into your life. If you found this video valuable, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss more content like this. Know someone who could benefit from these insights? Share this video with them and spread the message. Finally, if you're ready to dive deeper, check out the recommended video on screen. It's packed with more strategies to help you master the art of attraction and connection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.